Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Mr. Secretary, thank you for being here. And I can tell by the comments that you've got a lot on your plate. And I just want to go on record and say, for those of us in Idaho, we appreciate you. We also want to take some of that stuff off of your plate. We'd be happy to take care of a little bit more of the things in our own backyard. But,
well, our plan is to keep our public land and manage it. So.
Good. All right. Well, we'd like to help you with that. And to that end, you had some personal involvement with the Sage Grouse plan in our state with stakeholders there and with the state and officials there and collaborated nicely to work out a plan where we could deal with local threats. I want to thank you for that. I am disappointed that it's being litigated now. And that actually leads to the question that I had. This was originally for budget discussions. Do you have any insight? Do you have any idea in terms of cost and or time that litigation adds to your typical budget?
Well, litigation is a constant at Interior, and so it's part of our world, and people are entitled to litigate. The you know, it's a significant amount of time to deal with litigation, but it's part of what we're responsible for, and we take it as it comes.
Stakeholders in my state tell me that that's one of the #1 obstacles to making progress in how lands are managed, and just a positive improvement there.
You know, it's I think the real issue at times is that it just adds uncertainty after a policy decision is made, and that uncertainty then affects planning. I will say that for sage grouse, I think what has happened over the last 10 years has been really pretty amazing. When you look at all of these states have gotten together, they've come up with their own plans. The federal government is largely in alignment with their plans. And it doesn't matter whether it's Kate Brown in Oregon or your governor or others, the governors are all on board. And then you have a group that doesn't like it and they sue, and they're entitled to do that. But the particular group here in this case, they sued on the prior plan, which was done in the Obama administration, and they just amended their complaint to the new one. And so, and they'll have their day in court. But what it does do is maybe not give people a feeling of momentum to get on with the important work. And we've collectively, as a society, invested a great deal in the sage grouse. Ag department, we spend about $73 million a year in the Department of the Interior. And this has gone on for decades, and I think it's done some really good things for the sage grouse, and it's an amazing commitment by the state governors on trying to be responsible for a particular species. So they've done a lot of work, and then the bottle gets shook up, but that's just the nature of our world today.
Just to that end, I want to make a pitch for a piece of legislation that Mr. Westerman has had in the past. I'm a sponsor of as well. The Resilient Forest has a pilot provision in there for an arbitration process, and that if someone does have a problem, then okay, bring a solution to the table, and that's it's a fair request, I think. So I'm making a pitch.
That's an interesting idea. I'll look at the bill.
Making a pitch for that. So just to close things up from my standpoint, thank you for our new director. John Roos. We're excited about that, and appreciate anything else you can do to offer a little bit more flexibility within our state and more collaborative efforts like that. That's much appreciated. Understand you're an outdoorsman, and we would love to invite you to our state and show you some of the best hunting and fishing in the world.
Oh, I'd like to take you up on that.
All right. Well, with that, I yield back my time.